The cortege made a farewell pass by Giancana's home at 1147 South Winona in the suburb, where the mobster was slain Thursday night.
I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
Hi, to say here I am in Oak Park, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, and it is beautiful out here. These houses are incredible. These houses are some of them are very old, huge. Look at that one behind me. This house is over here, and the one I just showed you is a very, very, very well-known home. A very notorious gangster lived here. Not only did he live here, he died here. Here with my buddy Steve, Midwest Flesh.
What's happening, y'all?
So what? Whose house is this?
Ooh, this is Sam Giancana.
Right.
He was the boss after Capone.
Right. He was the big boss.
Many years.
Like 10 years? 57 to 68, something like that?
Yeah, I think it was about that.
Something like that. June 19th.
1975. He was in the basement kitchen cooking his favorite meal, Italian sausage and peppers.
Right.
And I've read that a gunman entered through the basement, shot him a couple times in the back of the head with a .22. But then I heard that it was somebody he knew. That's why they were in there. And
our old buddy Tony Spilotro is who they think.
That's who they say is suspected of it. Nobody was ever convicted of it, or the murder was never pinned on anybody.
Right.
But they do believe that our buddy Tony Spilotro was the one that did it.
And it was 7 times he was shot, I believe.
Back in the head was a .22.
7 times.
Look at the light bulb.
Wow. So he was shot in the basement, cooking up, and his caretaker found him. He had a caretaker here.
Yep.
But he's a very, very well-known gangster. I'm going to tell you more about him because we're going to go down and visit his final resting place. So I want to stop off here at the beginning of it to show you the home. I got lots more to tell you about this guy. Pretty incredible. I think if we walk right around this side here, we're going to be able to see a separate entrance, which could have been the entrance that they used to get in the house. There are people living here now. I heard it was for sale recently, but looks like they got kids. But there's a separate entrance there. Could go down the basement, possibly not. But beautiful, big old house. But that's where Sam Giancana met his grisly demise. And now we're going to take a trip south, show you where he's interred, talk a little more about him. Well, looks like Sam Giancana is right here on the corner of section 42 and section 25, section 30. You're gonna see his crypt right here. Second, I just find it interesting how there's like some sort of warehouse and business right here beside the cemetery. If they just look out, there's Sam, right there, one of Chicago's most notorious crime bosses. It's just right there beside this, where they go to work every day. So we saw where Sam Giancana was murdered at his house. I didn't tell you about his life. Born in Chicago here on the 24th of May, 1908. At the age of 10, he was expelled and sent from school and sent to a reformatory. Now, reformatories are supposed to, well, by definition, reform you. No, it didn't. He joined the 42 gang in 1921, so 13 years old. And over the next few years, he was arrested for a variety of different offenses. In 1926, he was arrested for murder. But the charges were dropped after the key witness, wait for it, was murdered. Imagine that. But he was later sent to prison for theft and burglary. On his release, he went to work for a gangster named Paul Rica. I believe I mentioned in another video I may have put up already. By the 1950s, Giancana was one of the leading crime bosses in Chicago. Here's his crypt right here. And as far as I know, I think he's the only one in here. But I think we may be able to take a look inside. So we can look on the other, walk around. In 1960, he was in talks with the CIA about the possibility of murdering Fidel Castro. Now, it's claimed that during the 1960 presidential election, that Sam Giancana used his influence in Chicago and Illinois, I should say, more. Oh boy, there's a window, to help John F. Kennedy defeat Richard Nixon. But on November 22nd, 1963, President Kennedy was assassinated. It was rumored that Sam Giancana and other crime bosses were involved in it. Now, did I mention that John F. Kennedy and Sam Giancana had a mutual girlfriend named Judith Campbell? In 1975, a select committee discovered that this woman named Judith Campbell had been involved with both Giancana and John F. Kennedy. And it emerged that during the 1960, almost said 2024, 1960 presidential election, Campbell took messages from Giancana to Kennedy. Campbell later claimed these messages concerned the plans to murder Fidel Castro. Kennedy also began an affair with Campbell and used her as a courier to carry sealed envelopes to Giancana. He told her they contained intelligence material concerning the plot to kill Castro. So that select committee, Giancana was now ordered to appear before it. But before he could appear, on the 19th of June, 1975, he was murdered in his own home. Massive wound in the back of his head. He had also been shot, I didn't know this, 6 times in a circle around the mouth. Yikes. Let's take a look inside. Hard to see, but I'm not sure where Sam is. Let me take a look without the camera. I know it's upended. The easiest way is on your left. Second one, the middle one, right there. That's Sam Giancana's, and all the rest are empty. So see the stained glass in the middle. Go to your left, where that I gotta look closer, where the flowers are, and that's Sam's. That's Sam's final resting place. This is inside his crypt here. And from what I can see, oh no, there's somebody on the right. There's somebody right here on your right, second row up. And that appears to be it. Mother. There we are. And there's pictures of him back there and some urns, looks like. Sorry that I have to shoot it this way, but if you take a look, that's what I had to deal with. So I just can't get an angle unless I put it on the side. But yeah, wow. Let's see what we can see from the back here. From the back, it's just eerie, you can't see anything. So the light shining through from those other windows that I just showed you. So there we are. Sam Giancana. And it's decorated on the outside, as you can see, flowers. Now I'm assuming it's locked. Look at these flowers. Yeah, it's definitely locked up. Now look at these flowers here on the outside. I'm assuming it's locked. It is. Pretty impressive. There's Sam Giancana's final resting place right there. Wow. Right at the back of the cemetery, sort of here, Mount Carmel. Of course, Capone is here, Frank Nitti. The Bride. If you don't know what The Bride is, take a look at my famous graves of my playlist. Did that a couple of years ago. Julia, what's her name? I did a video about her. She's buried at the other side of the cemetery of Mount Carmel. There's Sam Giancana. Pretty cool seeing the inside of it there. Just Sam and looks like his mom. Make sure no cars are coming. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right, peace.